similar to what it was last year. Two teams that were really needing to win. Last year when we were in that situation, we needed to win, they needed to win. We were in the same spot, and they found a way to win at the end. So I was really proud of our guys as far as understanding that situation today. Two teams needing to win, two teams in a similar situation needing to win, playing hard to try to get one, and we found a way to get the win, which was obviously big. Needed to win, and was proud of the way our guys didn't quit. We were up 10 points in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden they come storming back and they tie it up. The whole sideline could have said, "Well, here we go again," but they didn't. They got out there and play hard and found a way to get it done. So that takes a pressure.
Dana, most of the first half, they just dominated both sides of the ball. Then all of a sudden, you get the ball, play, you go all the way down the field. Did you do something, or?
Well, actually, we did. We talked about it on the sidelines and challenged the offensive line, and they said, "Well, run this instead of run that." And we ran. It's a blocking scheme, a run play that we use all the time, but we just challenged them. So everything that we do starts up front. It doesn't matter how good a skill guys you got. It doesn't matter how good a running backs you got. If you don't have if you don't establish the right line of scrimmage, whether it's a run block, whether it's a pass block, then you're going to have problems. And I didn't feel like we were doing that up front. So we challenged them, Ron challenged them. We went out there and we hit him on a big play, and we play action, and Mario made a big play. Clint actually threw the post the way he's supposed to, and then we ran the same run play against the board. So it's not like we ran plays that we hadn't ran all year, but we did run a few plays that we hadn't ran in this game here. But bottom line is we came off the ball and we blocked well.
Did you see things just completely turn right there?
No.
Really?
No. That obviously it put us in a little better place. I was in a pretty bad spot when we threw the pick, and I can't remember what the score was, but we threw the pick, and they had the ball in the 3. And I think they were about to go up 14, if I'm not mistaken. I was in a bad place right there. And then our defense, I was like, geez, the turnover thing here is going to get us, so we got to get out there and create some turnovers. And at that point, I think we got 3, maybe 4 turnovers at that point right there, so that was obviously a huge turnover game.
Last week it looked like you decided to try to run Charles Sims a little bit, but the game circumstances got away from him. Was that the plan this week as well? It's like the first touches from you.
Yeah, he can handle about anything that we do with him. And obviously we're glad he's here. He had 2 touchdowns, about had a third there at the end of the game. But and I'm looking at it now. I don't keep track of this. I mean, we rotate fresh bodies. I think Wendell got in there and gave us a little bit of a spark and ran the ball a couple times. Dreamus has been, for whatever reason, hasn't been getting loose here over the last couple of weeks. He just needs to keep plugging away. Charles is a special player. We all know that. Been saying it since the day he arrived here, that he's a special player in the run game and he's a special player in the pass game. There's no other backs in the country that do as much as he does. They talk about running the ball, they talk about being a receiver, running the ball out of the backfield and lining up as a receiver and being very capable of making plays in that field. He's just a great player.
Dana, your thoughts, you gave up the 10-point lead. Was there anything concern? Obviously, you felt like you had that sealed there with about 4 minutes to go.
Well, yeah, you got to give them some credit. They wanted to win as bad as we did. They've been moving the ball. They ran a lot of snaps. We came out in the third quarter and, we created the turnovers. I mean, that was big, but, they didn't, they're a good team. They're a good team. And I'm just proud of having them right there. You don't want to see a 10-point lead diminish. I mean, that's all we talked about all week, is getting to the fourth quarter and then doing your job, trying to figure out a way a way to win. And we did. At the end of the day, we did.
How much of a weight is it off your shoulder? Not yours personally, but for all you guys. I mean, you really were able to kind of get out there and celebrate this one afterwards.
Yeah, it's football. There ain't nothing easy about it. Yeah, it's good to get a win. We obviously needed one. Just the challenge that been there for trying to get 2 in a row. Hadn't won 2 games in a row all year. So we got the win. Now we gotta figure out a way to try to get the next one. It's not like we got an easy opponent next week. we did a good job of getting to the quarterback. You know, we got there, disrupted them. They had a huge penalty, which I'm sure Gary's probably going to address with that. But you know, yeah, you try to. You know, we won the toss, which is good. You know, we elect to play defense first. That changes what we do offensively. And we stopped them, so we only needed a field goal, so we can be a lot more conservative if we play calling at that point.
Talk about Lambert a little bit and the situation he was in. Obviously, tough spot for a young kid.
Yeah, he's done it in practice. What do you have? 3 of them today? You know, he had 3 of them. He's a good player. You know, and we've seen him. We've seen him do that in practice. You don't know if he can do it in the game with that pressure of the situation until you put him in. But he's pretty special.
Talk about the biggest adjustments you made in the second half. Sorry.
You know, not many adjustments really. You know what they were doing offensively and defensively, we knew what they were going to do. So there wasn't a whole lot of adjustments. We wanted to get out there and start fast in the second half. We took them out a little bit earlier. I thought our energy in the locker room was really good at halftime. We came out, we attacked the field. We had energy in the second half. We didn't execute great all the time, but I think we went out there and won the second half, obviously.
David, from your point of view, how did Clint handle some of the autos that you were
Yeah, he knew what they were doing. They're good pass defense. You know, luckily we were able to run the ball pretty good. You know, we got 36 rushes for 148 yards. They don't give up that many running yards very often. They're really good against the pass. We knew they were going to be really good against the pass. And I thought we did relatively a pretty good job. Mario stepped in and played well. You know, Nikhil made some big catches. Jim made some big catches. We knew we were going to be covered. We had to fit the ball into some tight windows and make some catches while we were covered. I thought Clint really improved over last week. I didn't think he played great last week. I really think he improved against a very solid defense.
Quick game is something you guys do a lot before when it's not just because it was going to be harder.
Quick game. Yeah, they played their safeties deeper than we were anticipating. So we had, you know, we thought we could get a couple of shots on them downfield, but we knew that wasn't going to be a consistent ball. So we just talked a lot about putting the ball in play and trying to get completions and throwing and catching when we were coming, which I thought they did a pretty good job of. It doesn't, you know, 2 interceptions is not something we're proud of, but you know, these guys are banging their tops in the country. Interceptions.
After those 3 receptions, about Logan for a touchdown, you guys on the sideline, what it does for a guy who does his job, but doesn't really get that kind of, as far as that.
Yeah, he came up a yard short earlier in the year. You know, on that same very play, you know, just a little move play that we throw it to him out there in the flat. You know, you got to set up the run, which we did, and he was able to kind of sneak through. It was a good play call, and he put it in play and got in the end zone. You know, so he learned from his mistakes several weeks ago. But that was a big play in the game, obviously. You know, at that point we scored there, and then we got it to Charles, and he same spot, same pylon. He was able to get it in as well. So a lot of energy. I was, you know, beginning to wonder what touchdowns looked like, and we got 2 consecutive drives, which is.
Okay,
All right, thank you guys.